What is stereotypical for the elder sibling? Older siblings are typical more independent, assertive, and responsible. Yes, that's true. Let's talk about it. Being born first, they try to impress their parent and as a result are more
Conscientious.
and caretaker worthy. I can agree half of that. Well, I guess that's the whole point of the stereotype. I mean, it's not all true, but there's some truth in there. So this is coming from the eldest POV. So if the other siblings feel unfair coming from me, just feel free to share your POV in the comment below. So the first point is that try to impress the parent. Well, I can agree with that. I think all siblings can agree with that statement. We all want our parent approval. We can't get enough love from our parent because when we share it, we just can get some part of their time and love. Well, only child can relate. On the other flip side of that coin, we get our sibling love that only child don't have. Whether it's good or not, it is a question on itself that needs to be covered for another day. Let's move on to another point. Firstborn are more
Conscientious.
and caretaker worthy. Well, what is conscientious? Relating to a person conscious. Okay, I can see the conscious part of it. I learned my lesson from my mistake. I think the other sibling learn from the eldest mistake. So they can see what they should not do and what the punishment are. Caretaker worthy. Damn, what a title. That is so far from me, it's not even close. I wish I was that responsible for my sibling. The thing is, my hand is already tied to my responsibility. Taking other responsibility is not my concern in the moment. I already have a problem that really can crumble me down. That's why sometimes I feel like I do not deserve in this position. The thing is, I can't just quit and demote myself from this eldest position. I just have to do it. Man. Elder sibling problem. The real question is why I want to cover this topic. Well, first of all, I am the oldest sibling, obviously. And second, I read it online somewhere and I saw someone complain about their eldest sibling. When I saw it, I just can't let it go. I need to share my perspective here. The complaint was the eldest sibling have anger management issue. Which is true. Well, I can't speak to all the older siblings out there, but I do have that anger management issue. The thing is, I'm not going to be mad if you're not just being a asshole. Sorry for the outrage. I just cannot deal with people just messing with my time. I saw this one comment that said their older siblings said it to them, and I quote, "Just be thankful when I pick up you from school. Because when I was at school, I have to wait and cannot complain." Which is true, by the way, okay? When I try to complain, the parents gonna use the parents' card against me and nothing you can do about it. I already sacrificed my time, my energy to pick up you from school. I don't want to hear any complaint, okay? I'm not an Uber. If I am, you should pay me to pick up you from school. Sorry, that just gave me PTSD for some reason. Here's the thing, okay? I have no role model to look up to. I have no manual how to grow up properly. So you're going to make all the mistake along the way. And in the end, you feel everything is your fault. Role of the elder sibling. You need to be responsible and independent, which is something that I struggle with. I have to admit, I still rely on my parent, which is quite the opposite of independent. I work, I just still come back to my parents' house. I just did not own my own home yet. With this economy, good luck to you all to finding a house. Sometimes I feel sad that I can't be a good role model for my sibling. Well, before you guys ask, all my siblings doing great without their successful brother, well, which is me apparently. I am glad they're doing just fine. I just feel sad that I can't be a good role model for them to follow. Because in the past, I do fantasize to have this a good role model like a older brother or older sister, so that I can follow his or her step. So that's why I feel bad for my sibling because they got me. Overall, I want to say that everyone has problem themselves. Whether you're a middle child doesn't mean you're invisible to your parent. But if you were invisible to your parent, doesn't mean it's a bad thing. You can get away with a lot of stuff. And if you're the youngest, doesn't mean you always being spoiled by your parent. But if you were be spoiled by your parent, well, I don't know. Is there any negative coming from that? What I'm trying to say is that you always feel wrong, whether you are the oldest, the middle, or the youngest. If only you look from your POV, you always feel wrong, never right, unless you left. Try looking from the other perspective. Until then, you will realize that the other perspective is not all butterfly and rainbows. My advice here is that be respectful, be open-minded, that everyone has been wrong, just in different situation and in different perspective. With that advice, we can live in harmony without the Fire Nation attack. That's it for this video. If you guys want to see me adding my aura to my stat to becoming a Rizzler brother, don't forget to hit like and subscribe on this video. Eat healthy and I'll see you nanti. And cut.